Good morning, everyone. This is Thursday morning, and NQ March 26. Two trade placed shorting it, going south. Well, my calculation says that it should work out in our favor, meaning that for a day will turn into a profit here. But it doesn't seem like. I do have a stop loss placed. Right now, it is vacillating between 800 to $1,000 loss, but it may turn into a fortune. I do not know at this point that it will work out that way. That's how sometimes a cookie crumbles. Let's hope that the calculations were correct, trade was placed at the appropriate time, and it will produce the desired results. Would it? I don't know. This is how sometimes a cookie crumbles. Let's hope that it works out in our favor. It doesn't look like at this time for the two NQs there is a loss upward of about $1,200 plus minus. Would it turn in our favor? It doesn't appear to be so. If that's the case, it's a sour trade, and I'll have to bring down my loss instead of taking two, three, $4,000 loss. I can just close the deal here and get out. Normally, I if the trade does not go my way, then I do close it at about $500 loss and make a second trade. As you understand, I've been watching my YouTube for a while. You always see that I like to place only one trade a day. And however, whatever money we make, we say thank you God and we move on. But I don't know how this day is going to turn it to be. It is still rocking both ways. Now from $1,200 we are about 1,000. Should we be jumping jacks at this time? I would not say so. It is still not going in our direction. Would it? I hope so. Because that's how I place the trade. My calculation says that this trade will become profitable. We'll wait and see. It doesn't look promising, that I can tell you at this point. That's 1,000 going away from your pocket, slipping like shifting sand. So would it work in our favor? We shall see. I'm counting on it that my calculations were correct, and this will happen. And this is exactly what I say all the time. It is a calculated investment risk, and you stand to lose whatever money you put in to make a trade. And this is why we all have to learn our own way of calculating, thinking, and then hoping that the market would not blow you out of the water. I am counting on that I made the just conclusion, meaning that it will be in our favor. And this is a good lesson for everyone. And as you understand, that I do not advocate the way I do trade and you should do the same. I just show you how I trade. Would it work for you? Absolutely not. Maybe, yes. But this is not what I advocate here. I just show you that here are my graphs. And always talk about the calculation. You must be wondering what calculations do I do, because since it's not a live trade, then what am I doing here? As I said, the loss is upward now 2,000 and climbing. And there is my stop loss. Would it stop, or would it eat me up alive here? $2,000 is slipping away from me. My own hard-earned money is leaving me. Is that a wise thing to do and watch your money lose like this here? No. Would I be wise to get out of this trade? Yes. Can it make into a $2,500 loss trade? Yes. Am I still confident that this trade will be good? Yes. At what point it will make money, I don't know. Now, just in order to see how far this will go, I'm going to move my stop loss a little more upward again, which I shouldn't do, but just for the exercise that how far this trade can go the wrong way and then turn around. Now, that's a $2,020, $300 drawdown, not good, especially if you're trading with your hard-earned dollars, right? Okay, I'm going to get quiet here because it is not exciting for me that I'm seeing my money leaving town instead of coming in my pocket and make me a happy camper for today. It doesn't seem like it's working out that way. At what point would it make a directional turn? I don't think it would. It is right now going north, showing me that my calculations were off. So from the $2,300 loss, now it shows like it is perhaps there is a glimmer of hope here. Don't count on it. It doesn't seem to, I tell you right now, it doesn't seem like it is working out my way. I'll tell you when it will be, but right now it is not. That I do know that the trade was off in its timing. But at the time when I was placing the trade, I checked my numbers and the numbers look good. How good is it? You can see right now. But every day is not Sunday, every day is not fun, right? So here is a lesson for all of us that be very careful when you make such investments that you expose yourself to high risks. I just like to see at what point it is going to make a U-turn to tell me that my calculations were still good. Oh, it's hitting my loss, so I'm going to again slide it up. Am I willing to risk that kind of money? No. But I just want to see that if we get into that jam, which you don't have to. I mean, I could have cut my losses very early, which I did not. So, how far it will put a dent in your pocket? I'm still counting, and that does not mean I'll recover from this year. I should have immediately stopped, right? I can still do that and wait for another opportunity to make my trade. It looks like it will continue to rise at this point, meaning showing me big loss here. Trying to make $1,000 minimum every day doesn't seem like it is a piece of cake, right? When you get into a jam like this, you are. And this is my own doing. I mean, you don't have to do that. I am just willing to take a take what? Loss? That's not smart, right? Wow, 3,000 slipping away. Even though, the week had been successful, meaning last week, the last two trades were profitable. They were about close to $1,000 each. So let's say if I have made $2,000 and right now I'm at $1,000 loss, that's one way to look at it because you make up the cumulative trades. But this is not the way to do a trade. I mean, when you know that it is not going your way, you cut your losses somehow. So I'm still willing to to go further with this here. Right, it keeps going. It says, give us the money you took from the market. It is not looking good. As you can all see, that it's we shorted this one here, two NQs, and this was a wrong trade. The $2,000 we earned in the last few days are now whispered, and it's taking out so far about $1,300 from my pocket. Is it encouraging that this will take a dive here? Don't know that yet. Well, right now it is still taking out $1,000 from the pocket because it's a $3,000 loss. 2,000 we made, we gave away 1,000 so far. Would the market now go in our favor? Perhaps. We have been in this trade for about now almost 12 minutes. But again, as I say, you do not have to hang around to make this trade a good trade because you still don't know if it will make you any money. The moment you hit about your $500 mark, you should be out because it's not an ego issue. Are we cutting our losses right now? It so appears. Could it come back our way? I would say yes. How long will it take? I don't know. If institutional money comes in, they might drive the market down again. Buyers and sellers, they are always at each other because each one has placed their trades and they want to move it in that direction to cash their own chips. So for $3,500 loss, we are now down to about $2,500 or so. But it's still taken our money out of the pocket. Is it encouraging that this trade will turn profitable? I'm counting on it. But we don't have to do a trade like this. You know what I'm saying? This is more important to understand. That we do not have to buck ourselves into this here. Well, some money came in. Would it stop right here? That means the buyers are pushing it and sellers are saying, well, before you make your money, we need to get our money out. So that's where we are at right now. And we still have a loss about 1,800 plus. Is it encouraging? I told you a few minutes ago, yes. How long will this trade will take to at least break even or give me some money? That I cannot tell. So in my calculation, as you saw earlier, we were about, I was $3,000 off. So now it is back down to close to $2,000 of loss here. Are we still out of the woods on this transaction? No, because we're still losing money here. If it goes down enough where I can call it an even trade, it would be a bad idea to get out of this trade here. We have been in this trade for about 15 minutes or so, just because it was not timed right. If it doesn't come down enough, we stand to lose the money we made. Let's see, it's getting close to lunchtime before the big boys go for lunch. Will they give us some money? I don't know. We're still at a 2,000 plus loss. The market is pretty balanced in a way that it's not jerking up and down. That's a good thing. We're still at a loss of about 1,500 plus, as you can see. In fact, it is showing $1,800 loss. Wow, it's climbing back up again. Well, that's what happens when you trade. It will be rocking and rolling. But I'm counting on it that we could probably break even in the sense of that we just pay the brokerage fee for this transaction, which is nominal, say $10 out of pocket, and be happy with it that if we didn't make any money, we didn't lose any also. If this is the case, we shall find out. So it's about close to 18 minutes in the trade, and it's still not working out in our favor. We didn't have to do this, I'm telling you again and again. The moment this trade was going the wrong direction, we could have said, okay, we are out, and we'll place another trade when we find it now more appropriate. So we are in the what I call the consolidation stage. Here, the movers and shakers will have to see which direction they want to move the market. Would they bring down far enough where I would say that we didn't lose much or we had break even? Don't know. It's climbing back up again. So there's a good fight going on between the buyers and sellers. Time is ticking, so far not in our favor. Now I'm going to ask all of you, if you had placed a trade where it was not going in your favor, would you stay like this the way I have done it? I know your obvious answer. Again, we are at 2,000 plus loss. It's not looking good so far. It is not. Do I need a piece of chocolate? Yeah, let me take that. Sorry guys, I gotta mention this. To give comfort to me. At least the chocolate bar tastes better than my trade, right? You must be thinking that if the trade is going bad, you always have to take a piece of dark chocolate. Not really. I was just, before I placed the trade, I thought I'd be in and out in, about maybe 5-10 minutes. But this trade has put me in a jam where, of my own choosing, I didn't have to hang on to this trade. Well, we're down to loss of about 1,500 plus from $3,700 or $3,500, whatever it was. Would it keep going down? I told you that it will, but are we out of the woods yet? Absolutely not. Am I confident that this trade will do what I was dreaming about? I'm still counting on it. Although we are still at a 1,600 plus minus change in loss. "22 minutes and counting." Oh, I am still patient. Do I have a choice? No. Yes, I had a choice. I didn't have to get into this hot waters. Sorry guys, I'm still munching. Now I will finish my chocolate bar. Oh, we are at 2,000 plus loss. Where will we go from here? Folks, what I didn't read today, what was the financial market today, which I normally do that as a habit. But I came in with my chocolate bar in my hand and went straight into a trade. Well, the news I read and understand is that all markets are down. So my calculations without reading the financial news, which one must make as a habit, as a discipline, would give you a general idea that you also, when you're making calculations, which I do in your calculus, how should I, did I miss it? Sometimes you take it for granted and you're so confident that it will work in your favor, but I think we should have a pilot list marking it. And it's on. when when the pilots fly planes, they have a checklist they go through, and that's a checklist. You should have it in front when you make your trades. That have you checked all and cross your T's. I'm determined to finish my chocolate bar while I'm going through this pain. It's not looking good. This trade we are stuck for a while. We have been in the trade about what, 26 minutes plus. Well, from the $3,500 loss, we are down to about 1,700 plus minus. And I'm saying I was not off in my calculations, but it was a trade placed sooner than the desired point. We are 1,300 plus minus loss right now. The markets are teetering, tottering between buyers and sellers. So I want to push the market down, as you can see, and the buyer says, nope, we have to make our money first. So it's always a race between buyers and sellers, and that their trades are making money. And that's what happens all day long in the market. There is one more chocolate bite left, and then I'll have to see that I still run this trade here. Should I bring my stop loss down? I would. I'll bring it right here. Is that a smart thing to do? Wise.
Order cancelled.
All right, I had to consider the order and then place a stop loss.
Order submitted.
Folks, this much I can tell you, it's still not looking good. All right, last bite of chocolate. And my trade is still not looking good. By taking this chocolate energy bar, it has lifted up my spirits, but not my trade. Oh, look, this is. I'm reading some more news to understand the market a little bit more for today. Well. Where are we right now? Oh, it's more and more encouraging, but it's still not out of the woods. As you're watching the market, as I am reading news, since I already know that I am prepared to take a hit, so I've taken my, not my attention, but just a change of direction. All right, folks, from a $3,500 loss, we are down to about 700 or so. Is the market in our favor? Don't know quite yet, but as I told you, when the market was at about 24,900, I looked at it and I said, it is going to go down. And since then, at least another 10-12 minutes has elapsed. Right now, we have been in this game here for 32 minutes, and it is doing what it should have done in the first place. Meaning that when I short this NQ by placing the trade, it should have made us money right there and then. So, and I was willing to take a bigger hit just to see that my calculation, I wasn't off. Look at that. It is turning into perhaps no loss trade. What do you think? Should we get out of this trade, or should we hang in there and make some money out of it? Now, I must admit this to you, that my calculations were correct, but they were off. And this is what typically happens when you're trading. But I will not, and again, when I show you these trades here, this is just for you to see my trading style. In no way I am, whoever is watching, that this is how one should trade. Absolutely not. One should develop their own method of trading. But since I knew that I am not off in the way I trade, I stuck to it. But please, you don't have to prove to anyone. Have the discipline, get your checklist. That's what everyone should do. Then put a stop loss on it, and then they say, we are not going to take a hit more than that. And you can always make another trade. That is a lesson I will always impart. Now look at that. From $3,500 loss, we are at a profit of about $250. What do you say? Should we hang in there to get 1,000 out? It is looking encouraging. And since I've been patient to hang on to it, I will see that I make $1,000 out of it. And we have been in this trade for about 35 minutes plus. And there you go. We just hit the $1,000 mark, but I'm going to make my $1,000 and I will be out. I'll be closing this deal here at 970, 1,060 and counting. Keep on going, keep on trucking, and we'll make our money here, boys and girls. This is the way to make money. No. I'm not telling anybody what to do. This is what I do. Again, do your own. Develop your method of madness here. There you go. I had a chance to make $1,000 and be out. I would make sure that I have real $1,000 in my pocket which is right now at it, minus the paying, oh, $1,200 and counting. Would it go further down? Yes, it will. How further it will go down? I can try to, do I have to prove it to anyone how much this trade can be? Let's stick in a little bit longer here and let's see if that really happens. That this trade becomes more profitable. Oh, I lost my $1,000. We're back down to what, $700? This trade is worth hanging in there. What do you say? But please do understand. Uh, I I was not trying to prove anything here that my calculations are good and I understand the market. But look at that. They took away my $500-600 I made, and it's going back up again. Should we get out of this trade here? Or should we hang in there that it is going to make $1,000 plus here? I'm counting on it that I can make at least $1,000 here. Should we stop at this point after calling it a day on this one here? Not a bad idea. How long we have been this trade? About 37 minute plus. So this time, if it takes a nose down and show me my $1,000, I'm getting out so that I can go enjoy bowling today. Thursday is my bowling day, so that's what I want to do. There you go. There you go. See how you can lose money for that $1,000 in the pocket, and you almost hit a loss over there. It is still back and forth. Buyers and sellers are at it. They say, buyers said, no, we want to market up at this point and they want to make their money, but the sellers are saying, nope, not so fast, guys. And that's what's happening now. I'm going to again in bad company here. It is telling me that you are being greedy. You think you're going to make your $1,000? All right, we'll teach you a lesson. Didn't we teach you a lesson by taking you up to $3,500 loss and now bringing you down and showing you that you could have made $1,000 and be out right now, and you're sticking to your guns? What are you trying to prove? Oh no, I'm not going to trying to prove to anybody anything. It is just that because I knew it was a good trade, but it was a wrong timing of that trade. How did that happen? That happens sometimes. This is part of trading. So we are back up to $300-400. What do you say? Should we make that much and run out of this trade here? Does it look like that's good enough? Or would it give me a chance to make at least $1,000? It is not looking good, my friends. And as I said, I want to go play bowling. Would it give me what, 500? Looks like. There you go, 500, 600. That's 660, 790, 700. I'm close to closing this deal here. Should I be getting out of this trade here? That enough is enough. There you go. I still have a chance here. Can I make this money here? Should I be out of this trade here? Should I take it, leave it, move out of it, push it a little bit down, $1,200 and counting? Am I counting my chickens too fast? $1,300, $1,400, $1,500, there you go, and I'm
Order
out, boys
filled.
and girls. I am out. Now let's look at it. We made $1,520. How about that? I am not proving anybody anything, but I'm just showing that the calculations were correct. I was off on timing, and I tell you, this market, if you keep watching today's trade, how the trade is going today, you will see that it is going to give more money, but I got to go. My timing is a little off. I should have closed the deal earlier, plus or minus, when I have to, when it's my bowling day, and I bowl with about 30-40 people in a league. So I'm done. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for your patience. 40 minutes in the trade. I've done some trades, but not like this. This was a wild trade. Lesson learned. Cut your losses and run. That I will say to everyone. But it's your own hard-earned money, and you're not at a casino. That is a standing disclaimer. of all my YouTube videos now, before, and in the future. That's my mantra for all of you. Don't be generous with your money the way you saw me trading today. All right? Thank you so much. God bless and have a blessed day.